What is up, you guys? Welcome to Holscher's Fantasy Football Huddle. Today we're going to be going over FAAB, which stands for Free Agent Acquisition Budget. This is a system that replaces the traditional waiver wire system, which I have found brings a lot more fun and excitement to your league. Now, FAAB can be a little bit confusing, so I'm going to explain how it works. The way it works is everybody gets a set amount of money. Typically, this can vary from league to league, but you're going to be doing around $100. It makes it easier saying I'm going to give like 15% of my budget to this guy, or 5% or 2% or whatever that might be. So you have $100 that you have for the entire year. You don't get any more after that. If you run out, you just go off the traditional waiver wire system. So basically you set an amount on somebody and then it goes off waiver wire after that. For example, if I want to get Joe Flacco on a pickup and I put in $3 for him on the waiver wire, and my buddy bids $5 for him, because let's say his QB gets hurt and he really needs a quarterback, he can bid $5. Now, I don't know his bid and he doesn't know my bid. They're a blind bidding system. So we have no idea until the next morning. So it's a silent auction for the player. Now, when the waiver wire is clear, we'll see that he actually won the silent bid because he put $5 in for Joe Flacco. And now he has a total budget of $95 left. And I get my money back because I didn't win the bid. So I don't lose my money at all. I get it back. So now I still have a remaining budget of $100. Now, another example of this is, let's base it off last year with like Kamara. After his really big performance, he was a very big waiver wire pickup. But whoever was number one got the pickup. Well, with this, what you can do is you can spend your budget on it. Now, hindsight's 2020. We didn't know how big he was going to be, but someone could have put in a bid of like $35 for him, and then they could have picked him up for that in a bidding war with other people. Some people could have bid $30 down, $1 down, seeing if they could get like a cheap steal, but that would never happen with a player like that. Now, let's say you spent all your money already for the entire year, or you don't want to spend money on someone like a kicker or a defense. You can still pick up those players without putting money in. It will just be based off the traditional waiver wire system. Now, one of the biggest reasons personally that my league is doing this is because we have people on the East Coast all the way out to the West Coast. And what happens is when waiver wire clears, people will just sit on their waiver wire and wait for it to clear, and then they'll just pick up players that they want. Well, this is a disadvantage for the West Coast people because they have to get up at like 2:30 in the morning or 1:30 or whenever waiver wire is clear to pick up their players. When on the East Coast, people are just getting up for work or school at like 5:30, 6:30 in the morning. They can go ahead and pick up their players without any problem. So it kind of gives a slight advantage to the East Coast people. FAAB is becoming really popular in the fantasy community, and I highly recommend it to anybody who hasn't switched to it yet. It adds a completely new element to fantasy. It kind of revives things for leagues that maybe have gone stagnant, or they're just kind of like mellowed out over the years and you need something else to spice up things. Now, if you're still confused on this FAAB system at all, just leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer the question for you the best I can. Now, FAAB can be played different ways for different leagues, so you can kind of have your own way with it. This was just a basic explanation on what FAAB is and why it's so much fun in the game. Thanks you guys for watching the video. I hope you liked it. If you can, hit that like or subscribe button. And as always, I'm Chris Holscher. Thanks for watching.